Welcome to Prime News Updates. Please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay ahead with the latest breaking news.
Because Tinubu has destroyed democracy, what he has just done by these ways of generating candidates, he thought he's stifling the opposition because he thought that they are in government in 36 states of the federation. Don't mind the other ones who they are all supporting, even Abia, Anambra, Bauchi, or Ibadan. Secretly, they tell Tinubu that, sir, just allow us get our piece of the cake at home. We will support you. Is that not what they are saying? Yes. So if they are all 36 governors or 36 states, including the emperor here in Abuja, are all supporting you, why are you afraid of an election? Please. Why? I can't understand. They commissioned a poll by some international companies. One of the results of the poll said that Tinubu will score 18% if the elections were done on that day. And the other one that was so generous to him, saying he will score 22% as at that time. And I believe that the graph of the popularity of APC and its government is sliding down the hill, not going up. So they will have no chance at all to win any election. The only chance they have is by using you to facilitate chaos in your own political parties in such a way that they can write figures and announce themselves. Can we agree to this? No! Let me tell you, there is no justice in Nigeria. Carry that behind your head. No justice. And where there is no justice, there would be no peace. I want to say that we can only do justice to ourselves. And we have to force that justice. You know how they manipulate the courts. You know how they manipulate the security. Thank God that now there will be a division even within the security. Now that the man who is helping him to arrest and jail people, his own powers have been cut by 99.9%. I have an interest. I keep on telling people that I'm over 75. I have no business in standing before you and talking to you about these issues. I shouldn't be in the trenches now with you. But I have children, I have grandchildren, and if there are not enough foot soldiers with knowledge to fight what is bad, maybe some of us who are old must take the AK and fight our way through for a better Nigeria. Now, having had this, I said there are 17 aspirants to the Federal House of Representatives in Amak and Buhari. Only one man will carry the flag of the NDC during the elections. I want to plead with you, all of you. I want to plead with you and tell you the bitter truth. This party, if there are officers of this party, they should know that they cannot afford to do direct primaries. It's not possible. If we attempt it, the NDC will end up without candidates for election. So we have to give and take. As I speak to you now, NDC is the most strongest political platform that can successfully challenge the APC and root it out of government. So all of us should promise ourselves that it is not an issue of either it is me or nobody. The party cannot afford to do primaries because they will send the people to Dabaru everything and we end up without a candidate. So it is better for us to maintain unity, to maintain loyalty to the party and to the decision of the elders of this party or the major stakeholders of all our constituencies, that whoever emerges as a candidate for any constituency in this country, that we will all support that person to succeed. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you ready to make the sacrifice? Unless you do that, or unless you are not being sent by the APC, then it means we are on the right course. But I know that if you are sent by the APC to go and say, no, I no agree, there is nothing we can do to persuade you if you don't get what you want to accept the verdict of the party. We know that one. Because I had been in this business for the last 48 years. From 1978 to date, I'm doing the same thing. National Youth Leader of the NPL, National Financial Secretary of the NRC, National Secretary of the Congress for Progressive Change. I should know. And I attended 1987 Constituent Assembly, 1994 Constitutional Conference, 2014 National Conference to fashion a constitution for Nigeria. So I'm in a position to know all the nuances, all the dots in all these matters. Gentlemen and ladies, or ladies and gentlemen, as you may want me to call it. I want to see who wants Tinubu's government to continue. No, please, if there is, don't feel ashamed. It's your democracy we are talking about. Is there anybody here? No. So if you don't want Tinubu's government to continue, even if the party sits. So ladies and gentlemen, the topic said positioning the opposition towards electoral victory and national unity. Some opposition figures of opposition political parties do not understand. The coming of the NDC had brought a relief. NDC had brought a relief to the NDC. They may not understand. If not for the coming of the NDC, the ADC could have been a history by now. And they will still be a history. But the message I want to pass to them is that we are not each other's enemy in the opposition. We should be complementary, and that we should be in a position that 1 week or 2 days to election, that the opposition parties should look at themselves honestly in the mirror and say, look, Tinubu must go. Tinubu must go. And that Mr. A or Party B is in a better position to win this election. Let's all come together and throw the APC government out of the window. So if we dissipate our energies in fighting ourselves, and you know, if people are fighting you, everybody is fighting you, it means they believe that you are strong. If NDC is not strong, the they will not be fighting the NDC. All of them, they are dissipating their energy. Instead of fighting the APC, they are fighting the NDC. I can't understand why. I can't understand. That shows you that the NDC is in the forefront of the opposition, and that the others have no chance, and that people should know that the judiciary is still holding the sword of debacle on the heads of other political parties. We are clean, newborn baby, without blemish, without dirt, without any. That is why we are the only political party that, even without saying anything, we had settled for who will carry our banner at the highest level during the 2027 election. We should hang on to this, and it is a message to all of you aspirants at various levels of electoral contest that we must behave like what Peter Obi and Senator Rabiu Musa Konkoso are doing. They had agreed to work with each other and accept idiots like this whose card I showed you come to destabilize us. We would have a seamless convention where, in a place like this room, we will declare our president and vice presidential candidate, and on the 1st of June we will be on the campaign trail. I want to say without fear that INEC can never do justice to us. Maybe other commission members of INEC, definitely Professor Omopitan, that I thought was taken to maybe Okija Shrine to swear that he will declare Tinubu, can never do justice to you and me. So we must force him and do justice to ourselves.